All right, everybody, welcome to Virtual Bourbon. My name is Steve Akley. We have a fun event tonight. We are going to be tasting things I found in Florida. Now, I was talking a little bit before the event, a couple special things going on here. Number one, I picked up my Tommy Bahama Florida shirt today by chance. I'm telling you, I did not do this on purpose. I when I grabbed it, I was like, I haven't worn this one in a while, and I grabbed it. And then as I was walking up to this event, I thought, wait a minute, this is perfect. I'm going to the Florida event. So Justine called and she said it was subconscious, and that could be. It was something was in my mind was telling me to grab this shirt today. But so that's kind of cool. The other kind of cool thing is this is event number 250 for me. So this is my 250th Eventbrite event. So they keep track of them, and they let me know that this is event number 250. That's crazy.
Awesome.
that's a lot of events. So yes, so that's everything. That's the virtual events. It's so some we sell tickets for Eventbrite, like at Neely Family Distillery. So those count too. It's 250 different events that I've used Eventbrite for. So I thought that was kind of a neat milestone and accomplishment. So very cool stuff. But this event today is going to be focused on Florida. So let's pour our first one, and then we always like to pour one in advance. So let's do that. So
Which one? What order?
oh yeah, the Flintlock. Sorry, Flintlock. We're going to start at 88 proof, but oddly, 3 of these are 88 proof. I was going to start at the lowest, but 3 of them are 88 proof. So we're going to go with the Flintlock. Then we'll do the 3 Florida ones in the middle. Then the Heaven's Door will be last. So the Florida ones go in the middle. So Flintlock, let's see here. This is from, this actually comes out of Minnesota. So Spirit of Minnesota Territory. This is a product that they make themselves, which is kind of cool. And again, 88 proof. So I don't know anything about this company. I've never heard of it before. They don't sell it by me. Do they sell? Does this label look familiar to those of you that don't live in Florida? I've never seen this before, so that's why I grabbed it. I was at Sanibel Island when I got these.
Is that like the Neely bottle?
It is, yes. It's the same bottle that they have their 750s in. So they have the smaller bottle that they do the 375, but like if you get the Papa Neely, like the cinnamon whiskey, and they got some other ones that they have 750s. It's the exact same bottle.
Gotcha.
Yep. So I was on vacation in Sanibel Island. Of course, when you're on an island, not a lot of choices there, but I stumbled across this place called the Grog Shop. There's 3 liquor stores on the island. The first 2 weren't really worth going to, nothing there at all. Then the Grog Shop was this little kind of cool little bourbon haven there, and they were into it. They listened to the show, which was kind of cool. So I got talking to them, and they're like, hey, your voice. And so that was kind of cool. They listened to the show. They're big into bourbon there, which is, I think, tough in that island setting. But I guess you get enough tourists coming through from all over. There's probably interest from people out of town, doing some bourbon hunting. What I thought was really cool too, they did have a barrel pick in there, which was neat. They said that they have a hard time getting those based on their size and where they're at, but they are committed to getting those when they can, and that's going to be the Heaven's Door that we're drinking later today. So these are all from the Grog Shop in Sanibel Island, Florida, which is a great place. If you ever get to go to Sanibel, check it out for sure. All right, let's work one ahead. We'll pour the second one now too before we taste this. The second one's going to be the St. Augustine. So let's get that one poured, and then we'll start our tasting. We'll do our normal thing. We're going to go through these twice. We'll go through one time just to get an idea about the tasting. Then we'll go back through a second time to make sure, has anything changed or anything like that. And then we'll just ask everybody what their favorite of the night was. So no rankings to do or anything like that tonight. But we're going to pick our favorite. We'll see if there's a majority winner or if it's balanced out across all of them. So Patty, you are a full participant. So keep all of that in mind, and we'll be having you taste all this stuff too, and you'll get to weigh in on these things. All right. Again, we're starting out with number 1, which was the Flint Lock. So we're going to try that one. Small group, we can all share. On the nose, I mean, On the nose, it's not bad. It's got some of the normal bourbon flavors there, I would say. I mean, a little caramel and wood, kind of oak, of course.
There's a fruit note in there. Is that raisin?
Raisin. Mm-hmm.
I was going to say maybe even a little citrus.
Little citrus, yeah.
Caramel.
Pretty nice.
Yeah, it's not bad. So let's see how it stands up. So first one of the night. Cheers, gang.
Cheers.
Okay.
Not bad at all. It's a little on
Yeah.
the sweet side. It's got a little heat that comes in there.
Yeah, it kind of starts out very sweet, candy-like, and then it's kind of graham cracker-ish to me. That's a note that I get. And then, yeah, the heat is kind of actually pretty surprising for 88 proof. And it doesn't last incredibly long, but it does kind of heat up like really quick and then kind of cool down pretty quick too, but not bad. Bob, what are you getting on the taste on the first one here?
I like that little pepper burst right in the middle there.
Mhm.
Short finish.
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of like a pepper burst, like the old pepper box guns, like the pirates carried the pepper box. So that's fitting, right? Justine, how about you? Taste wise, what are you getting on this one?
Kind of get a little bit of pineapple,
Mm-hmm.
like a grilled pineapple.
That's nice. Yeah.
It's good. I like it.
An unusual tasting up there. Pineapple.
I
I
just
think
do Bill's tasting note. It's good. I like it.
I like it.
Good.
Yeah. Bill weighed in, said he liked it, so that's good. Patty, we'll start with you. What are your thoughts as you taste this one?
Very light.
Mm-hmm.
I do get a toffee caramel taste, and the heat is at the very end, the tail end. And I find that it lingers.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. How about you, Randy?
Yeah, I think the pepper burst was a real good way to describe it, because it certainly does taste, more heat than just an 88 proof. I was very surprised at that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pleasantly surprised.
Yeah. And we were, you get to this thing where you think everything's got to be 100 or 110 or 115, and sometimes it doesn't. They can make some good things at a lower proof too. So,
I bet this would mix well.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It does seem like it could stand up and would give you a true bourbon taste to, even like a bourbon and Coke. It could stand up to that even. So, yeah. Interesting. Very, very interesting first one. All right. We're going to put that one aside for the moment. We're going to pour number 3, which is going to be our Old Pete. We're not going to taste that one just yet, though. That's just a pour and get it sitting for a little bit. Pour that, put that aside for just a moment. Let me grab St. Augustine. That's number 2 is our St. Augustine distillery. This one is also 88 proof, and it is a Florida straight bourbon whiskey. So we know that means it's at least 2 years old. And it was aged by them, and it is actually age stated. So it's aged 3 years. So it does say age 3 years on the bottle. St. Augustine is, I think they're the leader when you talk about Florida distilleries. I think they've probably been doing it the longest. They have the most brands out there. They have some nicely aged products at this point too. So they are the definitely the lead. And I've never had anything from them. So this will be interesting. Probably one of the highlights of tonight is to try something from St. Augustine.
Yeah, when I did the St. Augustine distillery tour a couple years ago, it was interesting. It's a really old ice factory, which they converted into the distillery. And right down the street, they have a San Sebastian winery, and they finish a lot of their bourbons in the wine barrels from the winery right down the street. So
Oh, that's cool.
kind of neat.
Yeah. Wow, that's neat. So pretty good tour, you would say?
And the nice thing about St. Augustine, it's similar to Key West where you can hop on a trolley tour.
Uh-huh.
These things are coming and going all the time, so you can get off at the distillery, enjoy a distillery tour, hop back on the tram, hit the winery or one of, I think, about 36 other stops throughout the day. So it makes for a real good time in St. Augustine.
That's cool.
Very, very old city. Has a lot of haunted ghost tales in the old jailhouse and different things that you can see that take place during the evening. And you can really walk a lot of the city.
That's cool. Did you drink from the fountain of youth? Because I did, and I don't know I don't think it's working.
We did see it, but no, I don't think people were drinking from it.
When I went there, you could drink from it. There was a guy there that would hand you a cup. Maybe he was homeless. I don't know, and just was handing out cups. I'm not sure, but I paid a guy to get a drink out of there, and it was bad too. I mean, sulfury. But I thought, you know what? I'm going to take a chance. Maybe this is the key.
Well, Steve, I think you do look a little bit younger than 6 months ago when I saw you.
It's working then. Okay, good. All right. Let's talk St. Augustine.
Nice color.
Yeah, color is dark. Again, they have to struggle with the weather. She's pretty nice. And there are kind of northern Florida, but again, even northern Florida is pretty darn warm. So,
Well, it's 90 degrees today
Yeah.
in Central, so.
Kind of sweet,
kind of sweet on the nose.
like
Right.
marshmallow fluff,
Okay.
ring or something like that.
Yeah. I could see that. But also kind of the fruits from that, dates, raisins, figs, whatever those are called, that family.
So when I first noticed this, when you go into one of those souvenir stores and you smell all of the like plastic from the inflated grass and stuff,
Yes.
that's kind of the smell that I got. I don't find that offensive, but not in a bourbon, but I don't smell that now.
Okay.
Boy.
I guess that's a very Florida experience. I mean, you go to those gifts.
That's where my
shops you're
mind
talking.
went.
Yeah. Head out to the gift store on the boardwalk or whatever, and there you go. All right, let's try it. Let's see what we got here.
It's weird.
It is kind of weird.
Very
It has
tender.
a kind of a brown sugar taste to it.
Yeah.
But then it
Definitely.
disappears just like that. Then there's
Yeah.
nothing left.
Yeah, there's just fire.
Mm-hmm.
Very tangy.
Tangy or even dry, like a dry wine. That sort of
Pretty
dryness
heavy
from-
raisin flavor.
Yeah.
It doesn't wet the tongue.
Completely different than the nose.
Wow.
Yeah. Kind of, it is, you're right on, Randy, though, about the brown sugar right up front, but then, yeah, like I said, it yields and it just kind of goes away. Interesting. What else? Anything else on notes wise on that one for you, Randy?
I don't know. One of the things they pointed out on the distillery tour was that it's a different tasting whiskey because of the fact that it's so hot when it's being aged in the barrels.
Makes sense.
And
Yeah.
they indicated that would basically take more of the barrel flavor quicker than what it would when the temperature varies in Kentucky. So that was their story. I don't know how truthful that is, but that's what they told us on the tour.
It kind of makes sense because if you think about when it goes into the barrel. It goes when it's hot. It expands. It goes into the barrel, into the wood. As it cools down, it comes out of the wood and back into the barrel. That's the process that's going back and forth and giving it the flavor. So it seems like the heat is going to expand it further into that barrel. So then when it does come out, you cool it down one way or another. It's going to have the more flavor to it because it's gone deeper into that wood. It has to then travel further out. So I'm sure there's some science there. I'm not a barrel scientist, but that's in my mind how that would work. So I don't know. I may be totally wrong, and someone will watch this and reach out to us and let me know. Patty, how about you? Taste wise on this one, what are your thoughts?
I don't really like it, but
What do you think it tastes like?
It's a little subtle.
I do taste the brown sugar, but it's not long enough. It kind of just explodes
Yeah.
after that, and then it's done.
And it's done. Yeah. Mr. Bill?
It's one way to do it.
Okay. Mr. Bill not as happy there. Bob?
It has no finish at all. I mean,
Just
you get the sweetness up front and it just drizzles away. There's nothing left.
Yeah.
It's
How about you, Justine?
gotta be the weather.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that it's my favorite.
Okay. We'll see.
It's
We'll see how it
not-
does.
But do you know what this is better than?
What?
That old dusty that tastes like burnt rubber bands.
Four Roses when we had it.
Yeah.
That was,
This is much better.
that's still our low point of all of our tastings.
Absolutely, but
The Four Roses Dusty was, yes, definitely a burnt tires in the dumpster taste. That was bad. That was like a not finisher. That was take a
Right.
small taste and ugh. And then maybe a second one because you think, am I wrong here? And then yeah. The fourth one we're going to be drinking is the Red Drum. Again, we're just pouring that right now. We're going to be drinking number 3, which is the St. Pete in a second here, but go ahead and pour your Red Drum. We'll get to that one in just a little bit here. Red Drum is
Florida Cane Distillery.
yep. That is that's straw colored, that one. But we'll see. This next one, St. Pete, and again, apparently they're doing some things themselves. This is a source product, I would guess, because I don't think they're that old. I don't know for sure. I haven't researched them, but it's a combination of a 4-year-old whiskey and a 7-year-old whiskey. So, and let's see if it says anything. It doesn't say anything about. Yeah, it says produced and bottled by, which it would say distilled by if it was theirs. So yeah, produced and bottled by. So that means they bought the whiskey from somewhere else. The 4-year-old they've done some rapid aging with as well. They put some oak chips in there, so that's on here. And then the 7-year-old looks like they just put that in there as it was out of the barrel. This is batch number 1, and again they have some of their own products that they made, but this just doesn't happen to be one. Bob, you were saying you had a like a sweet corn whiskey from them?
Whiskey, yeah. It's pretty good. It doesn't taste like bourbon. It's
Mhm.
it's sweet, but very nice.
Yeah.
And they
that's-
make a nice orange liqueur too.
Okay. And you were down there visiting a relative. You didn't actually go to the distillery or anything though, right?
No.
You just picked it up at the liquor store. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Did you try the orange liqueur thing or did you just see it?
Yeah, I have another bottle left. It's pretty good.
Is it good?
It's
Okay.
great over vanilla ice cream.
Okay. Yeah, I might have to look for that one next time I'm down there then. I like orange. All right. Let's talk about our St. Pete on the nose.
Baked goods,
Baked goods, yes.
coffee cake.
Coffee cake,
Brown sugar.
brown sugar. Some of that marshmallow I'm getting too. Dare I say bubblegum?
banana.
There's some sweet on there. Justine saying no.
But it's more like an icing sweet, not like a bubble.
Okay. Okay. I'll
Like a
I'll
like,
agree with that.
like the glaze that they put over like cinnamon rolls or coffee cake. Like
Yeah.
Mhm.
This is good on the nose. Again, we've been fooled before. We've had good on the nose and bad to the taste. And I think that's the most important part. So let's see how we do here. Let's give this thing a taste and see what we think. This one's also 88 proof. Again, our first three are all the exact same proof, which is kind of an unusual proof, 88. It's weird that we have three that are the exact same proof.
I'll give you bubble gum on the taste though,
Mm-hmm.
like Big League Chew.
Big League Chew. Yeah. That's interesting. Kind of like too like if you have maybe there's a little of the orange in there, but like an orange cream, like a popsicle, that's got the cream in the middle and the orange. It tastes like the cream in there, like the ice cream that has that creamy, creamy vanilla. I don't know, but that's what it tastes like to me. It's good.
It's good.
Good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So again, this one is the least hot of all of them, and really not really any finish at all either. That vanilla taste may subtly flavor in a cocktail. That might stand up. I'm not sure. This would be, you'd have to test it in a cocktail. I don't know if that would stand up or not, but that's what I get on there. Let's start this time with Justine on taste. Any notes you're getting?
I already gave them to you.
You did on the taste?
Yeah. The Big League Chew.
Oh, Big League Chew. Okay. Mr. Bill.
It's pretty good. Yeah, it's doesn't have a long finish though.
Yeah.
Not
Okay.
bad.
Not bad.
Not-
Okay.
Certainly not offensive.
Not offensive. Okay. All right, Mr. Whitlatch. Drinking some water.
Cream soda.
Cream soda. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. I think so too. All right. Patty, we'll go to you next. What are your thoughts on the taste of this one?
Nice afternoon drink. I think it's smooth. Not a lot of fire. I taste bananas and caramel and toffee.
Okay. That's pretty good. That sounds good. All right. Randy, how about you?
I'm finding it very light. I think maybe like an orange peel or that.
Okay. I think we're going to keep Patty around. She's really good at the descriptions.
Mhm.
Randy, we'll invite you from time to time. Patty will be on all the
Okay.
time now. I mean, every once in a while you can come in. Oh, that's good. So, all right. Interesting. So that one's good. We're going to put that aside. We're going to have our red drum, but before we get to that, we're going to pour our Heaven's Door, which is the big 124.4 proof. So that one should be definitely a different experience than the rest of them, but we'll get to that in a second. For now, we'll put that aside. Should be interesting too when we go back a second time. We were starting at the 88s and we were talking about, it feels like pretty good proof. It's always interesting when you have a 124 like this and then jump back down to something like an 88. It may all of a sudden taste like water to us, but we'll see. Red Drum. Let's see what we know about this. The Florida Cane Distillery. It is a 90 proof, so a little bit different proof here. And they don't have a whole lot of information here. It's non-chill filtered, which is interesting. Bottled and blended by the Florida Cane Distillery. So again, looks like a source product. It does not say distilled by them. So bottled and blended. So, and 90 proof. So that's what we know. All right. Let's give it a taste.
That's
All right,
interesting from being from Tampa. I mean, I've never seen that around Central Florida.
Really?
I've not even seen any promotion of this distillery out of Tampa. It's and we've been to Tampa many times.
Uh-huh.
Festival in Orlando in March, and that wasn't represented there, and that was Florida.
Yeah.
Huh. That is interesting. Very interesting. I don't know. All right.
Black licorice.
Black licorice. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Tiger ice cream.
Yeah.
Ice cream. I was thinking bananas. Kind of the circus peanuts,
The glazed ones.
the glazed circus peanuts.
Oh,
I don't know. It seems kind of promising on the nose, if you ask me. But Bill, what are your thoughts as you just nose this one? I think it's
Oh, we're just
okay.
nosing.
We're just nosing right now.
It's a little light,
Mm-hmm.
but not bad at all.
Okay. All right. Well, let's do the taste thing and see what we got here.
Wow.
That's definitely different, right?
Yes.
Again,
wow.
no finish, but yeah, it's very pleasant to drink. I mean, it's kind of,
Yeah.
I'm still stuck on the circus peanuts taste wise.
And it tastes like a bird peanut.
Like a bird peanut.
Yeah.
It's interesting. 90, not great mouthfeel by any means on this one. It's watery mouthfeel. Taste wise, Bob, what do you think?
I'm puzzled. It's pleasant, but I can't put my finger on anything definite.
Yeah. Interesting.
Oh, fire. I don't know if it's a bit of a tobacco taste
Okay.
or leather
Leather.
Mm-hmm.
along those lines.
A little leather, tobacco. Okay. What about you, Patty?
I agree with Randy on this one.
Okay.
It
We're
has
not
a
really-
lot of fire.
You don't have
though.
to do that. We're not really going to get rid of Randy.
Well-
He's welcome to any of these. We're not
I've
firing
been
Randy.
married long enough. I have my own. opinion.
We like him. He can stick around. So you can say whatever you want.
I think it has a lot of fire.
Okay.
Just kind of picks up a little bit and stays there.
Okay. Mr. Bill?
I don't know. I don't think that I would make this a purchase.
Yeah. Yeah. This is what I feel like. You hit a good point here, because I feel like on this one, it's not a drain pour. It's a drink the rest of the bottle, but not necessarily buy another one. It's not bad, but it's nothing to stand out to be like, man, I think I want to get another bottle of that at some point. It's not enough there to make you feel like, I'm suddenly a customer of these guys. So I don't
Steve,
know.
any idea what that's priced at?
This one was, I believe, in the $30-ish range.
Okay.
So for that particular one. So
I've had stuff that I didn't care for, and I asked somebody, would you drink this? Sure, you can have it.
I've been using some of that kind of stuff for my buddy Mark, who does our graphic design. So I give him the stuff because he's not a bourbon. Well, he likes bourbon, but he's not a connoisseur, and he just likes whatever. And he's also got two sons that are like 22 and 24, 25, and they like whiskey, but they don't know what the heck they're drinking at all. They always want to come over to my house and drink the good stuff. I'm like, no, you can drink, this other stuff here. You got to be older for that. Yeah.
Hopefully Mark doesn't watch these recordings. Otherwise, you're
In trouble.
It's true. I won't get anything done. Yeah. I'll have to figure out a way to block him on YouTube. See if I can do that. Yeah, we don't need him watching. So no one tell him that, by the way. Justine.
because if he doesn't do it, then I'm gonna have to figure it out. So I'm not.
This is
saying-
true. This is true. We need him to stay around for sure. All right.
Although you do a really good job with the labels and such. So
Justine does. See, she might be.
yeah.
Yeah. Though I designed our most popular t-shirt ever today, at least out of the, not our most popular t-shirt really, because those have been the ones we sold out of the store, but the one on Amazon, the stupid ticks on a digger.
Who did that?
I did. Yeah. It's just a bell with chicks on it. And I didn't even know if Amazon would accept it. It's just because it was on from that one show. If you listen to that one show, that's what we're
Yeah,
talking
I heard it. I listened to this today.
Yeah. Yeah, it was funny. It was one of those callback moments where it got brought up in the show, and then it wasn't intended to be throughout the show, but it kept getting called back by everybody.
It was kind of an uncomfortable subject.
Well, I guess. All right, let's move on to Heaven's Door. Again, this is Bob Dylan's company. So this is and of course they source all their stuff. They are building a distillery. At least before COVID, they had started rehabbing an old church. I don't know where that stands. Randy and I were talking about that a little bit before we got started. I don't know if they're continuing to do that or if it got off track. But this is a barrel pick from the Sanibel Grog Shop, which is kind of cool. That's the place I was telling you guys about. Comes in at 124.4. And do we know anything else about this? Heaven's Door. Let's see if they say anything. Bottled by, yeah. For Heaven's Door. Yeah. That's really all they tell you. I don't actually know. I know they do, and this is their bourbon whiskey. So they do source some of their bourbon from Kentucky, but I don't know where. I know they do a lot of their Tennessee whiskey. They have Tennessee whiskey that they do mostly from Dickel, I believe, but I don't know where they get their bourbon from. So I'm not sure, but this is a bourbon barrel pick. So let's talk about this on the nose. Let's see anything about age, do they? Nope. Nothing on here. Oh, it does say distilled in Tennessee. It is 75% corn, 21% rye, 4% malt. But no, it doesn't say anything about the age. So this is probably Dickel, I would guess.
A little bit of a musty smell to it,
A little musty smell.
like a dusty musty.
Yeah, not bad. We're used to that.
Not in a bad way.
Yeah.
I've got a question. So if a distillery makes a Tennessee whiskey, what's that process called? The Lincoln, or what is it called?
Yeah, Lincoln County process.
Right. So if they make it like that, and then they decide they want to sell it outside of Tennessee, can they call that same whiskey bourbon?
Yes, I mean, it's really bourbon the whole time. So
Right.
there's no, I mean, it's a marketing thing. It's still this weird debate, and who I think pushes for it more than anybody is probably bourbon. I mean, it's, if you ask your Fred Knows or your Jimmy Russells, they'll tell you, no, that's Tennessee whiskey. That other process makes it. But again, they're also invested in this, in that if Jack Daniel's decides that they want to be called bourbon, they've said themselves that they are in fact bourbon. Their company has said that. But if they still choose to be called a Tennessee whiskey, but if they decide to call themselves bourbon and drop the Tennessee whiskey thing, they're the largest bourbon provider in the world. And some told me that their production is bigger than the rest of the distilleries on the Kentucky Bourbon Trail. So they would be big, by far the biggest. So, obviously if you're in Kentucky and everything's bourbon, you don't want to then suddenly be number 2 on the list behind Tennessee. So, I think it's a situation where everyone's kind of happy. Jack Daniel's likes having something special to theirs. It also tends to make people loyal. I think it's one of the greatest things in the world to build brand loyalty. If you can convince people that Tennessee whiskey is a thing, and they don't like bourbon. They only like Tennessee whiskey. Well, they're not going to switch. They're not going to drink back and forth. Okay. I have Beam some days and Jack Daniels others. Well, I don't like bourbon. I only like Tennessee whiskey. So it really worked out well for them to build that brand loyalty by having something special where it's like a line that people didn't cross, and it allowed them to just to retain their customers to them. And, you know, like me, I do enjoy all different types of whiskey. I'm not brand loyal to anybody. I even like Jack Daniels, especially the single barrel stuff, not necessarily the JD Black. I don't, that's a little harsh for me. I'm not into that, but the single barrels, they're really good. So, but that's my
It
take.
almost seems like Tennessee whiskey wanted to have something unique to try and set itself separate from the Kentucky bourbons and try to establish their own, market niche.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's an example of something that worked really well. So yeah, very, very interesting. All right. I agree with Justine. Kind of a little musty, like an old Dusty.
Hay bales,
What's that?
hay bales in the farm, in the barn.
In the barn. Okay.
If you've
I can
been
see
there,
that.
I get
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
harvest.
Not straw, but hey,
Hey. Yep.
hey.
Hey.
Hey,
Some caramel corn,
Caramel
Hey.
corn. Okay. That's good.
there's a little bit of sweetness there.
Sweetness. Yeah.
I'm getting cinnamon, like red hot.
Cinnamon red hots. I'm definitely getting that too. Yeah. There's a lot going on there, which is usually a good indicator. I mean, you like when they have that layers of flavors. So it's nice when you're getting layers of scents on there as we nose it. So let's try it out. Let's see what we got.
That's no 80 proofer.
No, that would let you know it's there, right? Yeah.
Smooth.
Yeah. That one would warm you up on a cold day, even.
Yes, it would.
Sinus got pretty good too.
Mhm. But it's all there. I mean, the mouth feels good on this one. The taste is good. It's sweet, and it's got the brown sugary notes too. Definitely getting some sort of fruit notes there. That's interesting, kind of a apricot-ish maybe. So
Yeah, I'd say a little on the right side.
yeah. So that's interesting. Justine, what are your thoughts on this one, taste-wise?
It's definitely warm. I kind of get the red hot. I don't know, I'm getting something else, but I can't put my finger on it. Good though, I like it.
Yeah, it is good. Someone may come up with it. We'll see. We'll see. Bob, how about you?
I added a little bit of water to it.
Yeah.
It really sweetened it up. I'm tasting creme brulee now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Burnt sugar in there. That's
Nice.
good.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Mr. Bill, how about you on the taste on this one?
Pretty warm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Uh-oh. That's not a good,
like
that's
it.
not a good Mr. Bill. Oh,
No,
we got the, I
I
like
like
it.
it.
Okay. Okay.
I like it.
I was scared there for a second. It was, if he was going to just leave it, it's a little warm. That's not good.
Damn it, I want my money back.
All
No,
right.
this has been fun.
Okay. Randy, how about you? What are your thoughts as you taste this one?
I really like the heat and the sweetness of it. I mean, it's very enjoyable. I like this one. I might go out and get a bottle.
Okay. Nice. Nice. All right. And Patty, how about you?
I think this would be really nice poured over a real rich vanilla ice cream.
Okay. Nice.
That's good.
I think this would make a good hot patty too. It'll
Yeah.
definitely cure what ails you.
Yeah.
Mhm. Ah, Need to Justine there. I drank some whiskey the wrong way there. Not good. Not good. That happens sometimes though.
At least it wasn't. At least it wasn't a gnat, though.
Yeah.
Or a bourbon spider.
Mhm. Yeah, a lot of people like that article I did on the bourbon spider. So
That happened. I had a spider in my glass at Wood Hat. That first time we went.
oh yeah. Yeah.
I think it was from the tube or whatever that Ryan used to get it out. And he handed me my glass and there was a spider.
It's good luck to go ahead and just drink that spider. I understand, Justine.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Not Survivor.
I do like the webs that those spiders make because they're just different. They're not the geometric things. The ones that are in the rick house, they're like these lacy, like curtains or something, and they're just kind of stacked up and they just flap in the breeze. They're not necessarily attached at all points like the other ones.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah,
I think it's because the spiders kind of get intoxicated from the fumes.
it could be. It could be. They said those things as I was researching them are really kind of badass because they'll if there's other spiders in the area, they'll go to their web, not get stuck in it, but just kind of jingle it like an insect that was stuck in the web, and then that other spider will come out, and then they'll jump on them and kill them. So they're kind of interesting. So they're closely related to the daddy longlegs, which is. I don't think they can even hurt you. I don't know if those things
Pretty
are
harmless.
yeah.
They do bite, but it's their teeth are so shallow that you don't even feel it.
Yeah,
Hey, aren't daddy longlegs like one of the most poisonous spiders, but because their fangs can't really puncture your skin, like it doesn't do anything.
I mean, that's what you always hear. So I don't know if that's true or not, but yeah.
I saw it on the Mythbusters thing a long time ago.
Wherever you're at, you're no more than 6 feet away from the spider at any given moment of your life.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like spiders.
You swallow like 6 a year or 6 in a lifetime. I don't know. You apparently swallow spiders while you sleep.
Hey, Jeff, I also heard a statistic about the number of spiders you ingest at night when you sleep.
Oh God,
Ah,
Bob,
yeah.
that's a thing.
Oh yeah, you sleep with your mouth open.
I'm gonna tape my mouth shut from now on. That's horrible.
But only if you're intoxicated.
Oh, that's usually every night for me. So
Net things to put over your ears so spiders don't crawl in your ears.
ah,
Oh, God.
Speaking of spider bites, I used to keep my motorcycle helmets in the garage.
uh-huh.
I got a spider inside a closed space once, and he right below the eye here,
Oh, no.
swelled up like that.
Really?
It was so bad I went to the doctor. And he
Wow.
said, "You got a spider bite."
Ugh. It just freaks you out, doesn't it? They're so good.
Like hell.
Yeah.
Feel about spiders the way McNew feels about snakes.
Yeah.
However, I also feel the same way that McNew feels about snakes.
I don't think you're that bad. McNew is the worst because like McNew can't even see, like we were in that one place in Louisiana that had a stuffed snake. It was dead. And there was like, set up where it was like attacking and it was like a rattlesnake type of thing. In a terrarium, it's stuffed or whatever. And that freaked her out. She was, you were not freaked out by something like that, are you, Justine? It's not clearly not alive.
Like, I'm fine with like stuffed animals or fake snakes or whatever. Well, maybe not the rubber ones. Those are kind of creepy, but yeah, no, like live snakes. Like I can do fake spiders. I can
Right.
do fake.
Well, McNew admitted, she loves that dog Akley, and she admitted if Akley got caught by a boa constrictor, she wouldn't help it. She would walk away if she tried to get help if someone else was around. But she said she wouldn't help herself if it involved touching the snake to remove the dog from. And I thought that's pretty telling. That gives you an idea because she loves that dog.
I saw a meme the other day and I almost posted it in the group, and it was a picture of a rattlesnake and there were car keys right there. And it said, "Would you grab your car keys or walk 10 miles home?" I'm pretty sure that McNew would walk 100 miles home.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. clearly, no doubt. That's interesting.
I had a buddy tell me that he was driving along the interstate in Texas, and he saw a spider on his dashboard. He pulled over, parked the car, and walked about 3 miles to a gas station and called a friend and said, "If you'll come and get me, I'll give you my car. There's a spider on my dashboard." His friend came and got him, took him back to his car, and killed the spider and said, "Now you can drive it." And my buddy said, "Not till you get the dead spider out."
Ah, wow.
Jeez.
Yeah, people go to the extremes with this. I mean, I don't like that stuff, but I'm not that bad.
No.
Yeah. Now, I did have a spider get on me the other day when I was a passenger in a car, and it was up at the thing, and I tried to roll down the window, and then he starts coming back the other way, and I'm rolling down the window further and further because I'm just go. And then he jumps on me, and I'm screaming, and I knock him down, and then he jumps back on me. And then I finally was able to kill him. Thankfully, it was horrible. The thing was on me twice. I had to admit, I was screaming like a girl. It was terrible. It was just terrible. I couldn't help it.
I had one on the outside of my window the other day when I was on my way to my parents' house. And it was like,
Hanging on for dear life.
I figured as soon as I got on the highway and back to 75, it would just fly off. But that sucker was like, and at one point, like his butt or whatever was like sideways. And when I stopped at the, I slowed down because I couldn't get over to let somebody on. So I slowed down, let them on. And apparently that was enough for him to like maneuver and get like a better like grip on the window.
He regripped. Yeah.
He lasted all the way to my parents' house. They lived like 17 miles away.
Yeah.
At 75
He moved. He
an hour.
moved to a new house. He's got a new place.
Yeah, and he was just like there. I was surprised.
Yeah.
When we were in Kentucky a couple years ago, a friend of ours got bit by a brown recluse on his arm. And wow, it started taking the flesh away. I mean, it was a very serious thing.
Yeah.
He survived it, but it was a.
Yeah, they got to get like cut around there because it just starts dying, right? You know, and then and then you got a skin graft because that's just gone. Then that's just a hole. So you
Yeah,
got a
exactly.
skin graft. Yeah, that's terrible.
Oh, we just have alligators.
I don't like spiders, but the thing that I can't stand the most is wasps.
Really?
Yeah, I've gotten stung several times, and I was over at a friend's house and I got stung on the back of my neck, and we were sitting there drinking a couple beers, and then all of a sudden he starts yelling, "Hey, it's back on you!" I pulled my shirt off, and he started laughing because he was just messing with me. And I told him, I said, "I'll tell you what, this may be your house and all, but I'll kick your ass if you ever do that shit to me again."
It sounds like something you would do, but to someone, Bill.
No, not a wasp. Maybe a snake or a spider, but not a wasp.
All right. I saw people finishing their glasses, so I don't know that we can really go around a second time. Do you feel
Yeah,
like
they were tested.
you feel like you have enough to make a decision here?
I do.
Okay. Yes.
Come back and tell your favorite.
All right. Let's do let's just for fun, we'll do first place and honorable mention. So it'll be because I'm worried that we're all going to vote for the same one, and I'd like to see what the second favorite one was. So Justine, we'll start with you. What was your favorite?
Hold on, I'm not done yet. Give me. I'm not done yet.
Oh, you're still going back through tasting. Okay. Bob, have you made any sort of decision?
Yes.
Okay.
My favorite is Flintlock.
Yeah.
Flintlock, okay, is your favorite. What was your runner-up, the one that came in second?
The Heaven's Door Grog Shop.
Heaven's Door, okay. Right. Okay. All right, Mr. Bill.
I'm going to go just the opposite.
Heaven's Door, your favorite. Flintlock
then-
number 2.
Right.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to then just follow suit. I'm going to say the same as Bill, actually. So that was what I was thinking too. Heaven's Door number 1, and Flintlock was my runner-up. In a surprise, I was surprised at how good the Flintlock was. Okay. Next up is Patty. Are you ready?
Yeah. Number 1 was Flintlock and number 2 was Heaven's Door.
Okay. Heaven's Door. All right. And Randy?
Well, number 1 would be the Heaven's Door. I like the higher proof.
Okay.
And I guess second, I've got some loyalty to St. Augustine's Distillery. When I was there for the tour, I bought some barrel strength bourbon. It was really, really good. So I kind of like their 88 proof.
Okay. Okay. All right. Last but not least will be Justine.
So my first one is Heaven's Door.
Okay.
My second one, I'm a little torn between the Flintlock and the Old St. Pete.
Okay.
I'll go with Flintlock.
Okay. All right.
The Old St. Pete is very close third.
Okay. Old St. Pete is close. Okay. So here's what it looks like. Coming in second place this evening with 7 points was the Flintlock. And the favorite of the night was the Heaven's Door with 10 points. So how about that? There we go. There we
Awesome.
go. That's the stuff I found on my trip to Florida.
And if you mix the all of them except for Heaven's Door together,
Yes,
it's pretty good too.
that works.
Yeah.
Florida Infinity.
Yeah.
And I left the Heaven's Door because I only had another sip of it, but I like it by itself.
Yeah, I do too.
I guess Bob Dylan knew what he was doing.
Exactly. So I heard he's actually pretty involved in that. We interviewed their master blender, and he says Bob is not just slapping his name on there like some celebrities do, which is cool. And I could see Bob doing that. I mean, he was interested in starting it, so
Mhm.
that's actually pretty cool to think about.
I knew a dude in Germany that was that knew Bob Dylan like back in the late 60s, early 70s. And I wasn't aware of this, but he said that Bob Dylan had a really, really bad I don't know if it was a car wreck.
Motorcycle.
Yeah, motorcycle, okay. And I didn't know that. And he said that he was really disfigured afterwards. He said that he was he said he was a really good looking dude before, like a male model kind of, dude. But he said he was pretty disfigured afterwards.
Really?
I wouldn't have known that.
Yeah, Bob's an interesting guy. I think he definitely falls under the eccentric label. But he has some, just very curious interests. The time he was on Pawn Stars, he was only would do that if he liked the show. So I thought that was interesting, and the fact he does this whiskey and stuff like that, and was involved in it. He's just an interesting guy. But I was on this thing for a while where I had to take my daughter to see all these big stars and stuff like that. I was like, one day you're going to thank me. She hated it the whole time, but I made her go see BB King and, Bob Dylan and stuff like that. And, I think maybe one day she'll look back and be like, this was kind of cool. I saw, these, but not at the time and all that. But Bob Dylan was one, and I had never seen him before either. And to go to the Bob Dylan show was cool, but it was very interesting because his band came out and played. He was very dimly lit over. I mean, it was like dark and, almost like when it's just a dim light and you could see like the dust in there and stuff like that. That little spotlight was over him. He never talked, never introduced the band, never said hello, St. Louis or anything like that. They played their set and then they shut off that light and the show was over. I mean,
Wow.
That was it. There's no come back and
Encore.
no encore or nothing like that. He just played and that was it. So and again,
Heard
kind
Jack
of,
Morrison in Atlanta, and the same thing. He came out, put on a terrific show. Never
yeah, the
really-
show was great.
90 minutes were over. He left the stage.
Yeah, he just leaves the stage. That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no personality at all.
yeah.
But great music.
Yeah, the music's great, and you know, some people don't like his voice. I actually do. It works for what he does. His songs are awesome, and I like everything he's done. Even that Christmas album that he did, I like that. So cool stuff. But all right, well, we'll say goodbye now. We do have a couple people that signed up, couldn't be on tonight apparently, so they'll watch the video of this. We'll say goodbye for them, and I'll stick around for a little bit if anybody has any questions, anything, as I always do. So see you guys. Bye.
All right.